Jubal's second date update.
I'm sure all of us have been in that situation before where you're out and then somebody comes up to you and they're like, hey, you remember me? And you can't think of their name.
That's the worst.
How do you handle that? Normally, I have my bodyguard punch them in the face, which is why I don't have a lot of friends anymore.
It's weird.
But it's always tough to figure out how you handle that. You're like, hey, yeah, of course I remember you there.
Oh, God, here you are.
And that's what happened to Penny, who's on the phone today for a second date update. Her email said that she ran into an old friend, but he didn't really remember her.
Oh, no.
I guess they still ended up going out on a date, though. What's up, Penny? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Not bad.
Man, was that moment awkward when you realized that this guy that you were excited to see didn't know who you were?
Yeah, it was really awkward, especially because I thought I would have been memorable because we were like sort of friends in middle school.
Dude, that's messed up.
So you knew him from middle school, you said?
Yeah,
Okay.
we knew each other in middle school and we didn't really hang out in the same groups, but
Right.
like if we had a class together and we didn't know a lot of other people, we would usually like try and sit next to each other because he was always like really funny and would make me laugh during class.
So wait, did you just like randomly run into him out and about?
Yeah, I was at this fair thing and I saw somebody that looked like him. And then when I got close enough that I was like pretty sure it was him by profile, I just like said the name Christian loudly. And he turned around and then I knew it was definitely him.
Oh,
So
Okay.
that could have been kind of weird the way you did that.
Yeah.
Just walking around. Christian! Oh, cool. He looked.
If it's a big group of people, I figure like you say a name, like somebody might just think you're talking to somebody behind them.
Yeah.
So what happened after you said his name?
He turned around and you know that look people have where they're like, crap, this person knows me and I definitely can't place them, but their face is kind of familiar.
Yeah.
He definitely had that in his eyes, so I sort of started talking, and then I just realized he could not remember my name, so I told him who I was.
Okay. And then after you told him your name was Penny, did he remember you? Or was he still like, no, not ringing a bell?
No, he remembered, but you could tell it was like an effort of like opening an old file cabinet, trying to remember.
So what was that like for you? I mean, were you insulted or were you fine with it?
Well, I don't know. I feel like he looked really cute, so I was like a little bummed.
Well, you're hot enough that I'm going to let that one slide.
Yeah, like I was a little bummed about it, but I wasn't gonna like let that deter me from talking to him.
So how'd the conversation go after he finally remembered who you were?
It was fine. It was very like small talk. He just looked really good. Like he grew up really well. He lost a little bit of the baby fat, which I said out loud, and I probably shouldn't have.
Wow,
Said
you
that
lost
to
your
him.
baby fat.
You're not so fat.
Look at you. Yeah. Wow.
Good job, buddy.
Way to overcome adversity and be good looking when you got older.
Yeah, well, anyways, so I just told him that I thought he looked really good, and then he kind of said the same back.
So wait, did you guys go out on an actual date or did you just hang out at the fair and have weird conversations about how much weight you've lost?
No, we talked for like 5 minutes, and then our friends were kind of trying to like go to different things. So he just said we should hang out sometime, and he let me pick the restaurant, and we just like so we could continue chatting and kind of catching up, and you know.
Okay.
And how was the date?
It started out really well. We kind of like reminisced a little, and then it got a little awkward kind of in the middle. A friend of mine, a guy friend of mine, ended up being at the same restaurant, and he came over and sat down with us at the table.
God, you run into people that you know all over the place.
I know, it's weird.
He just sat down at your table.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to, like, if you knew him, you would be like, yeah, that makes sense. But it was awkward because we were kind of like right in the middle of the date.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, I don't know, I sort of saw it as like a positive because he gets to see somebody that I work in the same industry with. He got to learn a little bit about me and just kind of like see that I, have like a community around me and stuff.
And it shows that you're like a popular person.
Yeah, like I have friends. I'm not weird.
Did he stay for a long time?
He probably stayed for a good 15 minutes.
Dang.
Okay.
On a date, that's
You're
a
like,
long
hey,
time.
you're dropping hints all over the place. I'm on a
Yeah,
date.
but it honestly didn't feel like 15 minutes. Like I was surprised when I realized it was. We all got along really well. Like It wasn't until after he left that it kind of started to feel like maybe it disrupted the date a little bit.
Do you think it could have been the French kiss when you kissed your friend goodbye?
Oh, That didn't happen.
You didn't say that. What are you imagining in your head right now?
That's not what happened?
It was not a three-way in a restaurant.
I thought that's like it's a coworker of yours. That's naturally what happens when they say goodbye.
No,
so
it's not.
That was
okay.
my coworker.
So not that. All right.
But Christian couldn't have been upset by that. I mean, it's out of your control.
Yeah, I don't think he was upset. It was just like, you could just tell he was kind of uncomfortable. Like,
Maybe it ruined the momentum of the evening.
it kind of just plateaued from there. Like, it was like an awkward side hug when we left.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask you. That was my next question. Was how did it
Right.
end? Awkward side hug. That's usually a great sign
No.
Yeah.
at the end of a date.
Yeah.
It's not.
Man.
You know what? Maybe he hasn't grown up very much. Maybe he's still awkward around girls, and like it was uncomfortable for him to give you a hug.
Maybe. I don't know. I felt really good about the date in general, so I didn't really know, like, if he thought I was, like, dating the other guy or was interested in the other guy or if that guy was interested in me. I just didn't really, it was really hard to read him at the end of, like, how he thought the date went.
All right. And have you talked to him since?
I've reached out a couple times, and I feel like I've kind of gotten the brush off a little. So I just kind of want to get a hold of him and see if I can, like, explain my side and just clear the air. If that guy was the issue, you know.
I wouldn't get panicked about it because that guy might not be the issue. There could be a slew of other issues that you don't know about, you know?
Yeah, maybe it wasn't as good on his side as I thought it was.
I was going to tell her it sounds really salvageable, but apparently not.
You never know. All right.
One side is giving me hope.
Yeah.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, and then call him and get your second date update, all right?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
All right, we're right in the middle of a second date update, and if you missed the first part, Penny is on the phone, and she's upset because she's not getting a call back from a middle schooler that she went on a date with.
No, you're saying that's so wrong.
I'm sorry. Should probably clarify.
Yeah.
Penny, unless you don't want me to clarify.
No, please do.
Okay. Penny went out with a dude named Christian. They actually know each other from middle school. She saw him at a fair and she yelled out his name. She was like, "Hey, Christian." And he didn't really remember her until they started talking. They ended up going out to dinner and having a fun time. She does think the reason that he might not be calling back is because one of her friends kind of showed up and sat down for like 15 minutes in the middle of the date. And it might have been kind of strange. But other than that, we have no idea why he's blown her off.
I think that you are going to get a second date out of this and that there's some, like, reasonable explanation for all of it.
I hope so, because, like, he's really cute and funny, and I don't know. It'd be nice to see him again.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to dial his phone number right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Christian, please?
Yeah, this is Christian. Who's this?
Oh, Christian, cool. I just want to say that you don't know me, but I know you very well.
Okay, that comes off creepy.
What is this?
What is this?
Who's calling?
Who's calling? That's a really loaded question,
Dude, just
Christian.
tell him. What the...
Who is anybody, really? You know?
God, don't get philosophical.
I mean, who are we all?
Look,
Like,
I don't have a lot of time. I'm on lunch. I just love to know what's going on.
all right, well, I was trying to give you some food for thought over your lunch break, but I guess not, Christian.
God.
Christian, my name's Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Okay.
Okay, and that would be why I started off the phone call with stupid jokes instead of just having a conversation.
Is there something you guys need from me?
Yeah, he's like, you're an
not-
expert on this, so I get
What
it.
do we all
Not
need,
funny.
Christian?
Yeah,
What
okay.
do we need in
Drop
life?
the joke. The joke is over.
He's
Yes.
gonna hang up, dude.
Christian,
Yeah.
don't hang up. There is something that we need from you. We actually got an email about you from one of our listeners, and they asked us to call you.
Really? Are you being serious?
I don't know, Christian. What is...
Yes,
dang it.
yes,
Yes,
we're
I-
being serious. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I don't even have the patience for him
I
right now,
know.
Christian. I'm sorry.
Christian, I'm being serious. One of our listeners emailed us because they wanted us to contact you.
All right. Who?
Her name is Penny, and you guys actually know each other from middle school, and then you guys went out on a date a little while
Oh
ago.
my God. Honestly, I want Penny to leave me alone.
No, that is not the response I was hoping for, Christian.
Wait, what?
Christian.
Yeah, I really. I'm sorry, guys. No offense to you, but I don't need to hear from her again.
You don't... Well, why? Why are you so upset? We talked to her. She sounded nice.
She scammed me. I don't know. That's all I have to say.
What do you mean she scammed you? She said you guys had a lovely dinner date and that you're cute and you make her laugh. Like, whoa, what a scam.
That's really sweet of her, but that is not how our night went.
What?
Well, what happened because we talked to her and she said everything was cool.
Well, did she tell you about her friend who sat down at the table?
She did.
Yeah?
And did she tell you that they attempted to scam me?
No,
How?
she didn't tell us that. What do you mean?
Well, both of them were clearly part of some, those things like multi-level marketing schemes, like pyramid schemes, and they tried to run one on me at the table.
What? What? They tried to get you to buy some cleaning products or like a pair of ladies' tights or something, and you weren't into it?
No, actually, it was water filters.
Oh, you're kidding.
They're trying to sell you water filters?
Yeah, not a joke. They were trying to sell me some pure as Amazonian rainwater water filters.
Look, man, it sounds like you're upset about that. I think it sounds fabulous.
Oh, come
On a
on.
date, it's
Are you
not.
sure you didn't just misconstrue what they were talking about their work and you just thought that they were pitching you or something?
It was just way too coincidental. Her friend comes over to the table. Oh, they both love selling water filters. Oh, they want me to sell water filters. Oh, you have a pamphlet on how to sell water filters.
Oh, wow. What's next? Okay.
Excuse me, Christian. This is Penny on the phone. I don't feel like I'm really being fairly represented right now. Am I allowed to cut in?
No.
Well, even if you weren't, you just did. So
Too
that's
late
fine. You're on the phone now.
Well, I feel like I'm being dragged in the mud, and I want to defend myself.
Why is she on the phone? Are you? Is this all part of this scam? Are you all trying to sell me water filters?
No, Christian,
Actually.
not yet. Not yet, at least. We're not in the water filter business, but it sounds like Penny is. But we did sort of scam you because, yeah, she's been on the phone listening this whole time.
I'm just really surprised, Chris. That just sounds. I feel like you're making it sound like I was there to sell you a water filter. It was like my friend just happened to be there, and it. Just because we like what we do doesn't mean that we're trying to sell you a water filter or make you a water filter salesman. Do I think it's a really great gig? Yes. But you don't have to.
Listen, you got to put yourself in my shoes. It was all way too coincidental in there, Penny. Suddenly he's just at our table and has a pamphlet to show me how to sell water filters.
Yeah.
I have 3 pamphlets in my purse right now. You just walk around with them. That's part of it.
That is so weird.
Yeah.
It's not weird. It's like carrying a business card.
It's not like carrying a business card, Penny.
No, because you're trying to involve everyone around you in your little pyramid scheme, and
It's not a
not
pyramid
everyone
scheme.
wants to be a part of it.
Well, I'm not trying to involve everyone. I'm just saying, if somebody I like wants to be a part of it, I want to give them the opportunity to. And I wasn't even the one that brought it up. He did. It's not like I was trying to sell you anything.
Yeah, but you were the one who was like, wow, you should totally do this. It's such easy money. You can keep your day job and make, I don't know, you had all these statistics that you were pulling out. And it felt like the date turned into you trying to make money off of me. You know what I mean?
I was just trying to be honest. I wasn't trying to sell you. And that's genuinely how I feel. You can make an extra $5,000 a month. That's not a joke.
That's a lot.
Look, Penny, I want to believe you because otherwise I had a good time. But the coincidences were just one after the other, and it made it so strange.
Could there?
I feel like it was one coincidence that he showed up.
That he showed up and you do a bad commercial, running through a bit is what made it feel weird, Penny.
But it was,
all of the things you said in those 15 minutes felt like I was watching some happy-go-lucky commercial on television.
I'm honestly, Christian, I don't know what to tell you. It was a coincidence, but it's after we started talking, you actually seemed genuinely interested in potentially selling, which is why we kept going. Are you?
Are you still trying to sell me on this?
Right.
And no, I was never interested, not even then, and certainly not now. I just wanted to go out on a date with you.
That's all I wanted to, but if I think that you're interested, if you don't want to sell, obviously you don't have to. I could just get you a good discount on one.
Oh my
gosh,
gosh, Penny,
Hey.
what are you doing?
That's pretty
Penny,
sweet.
Penny.
Dude, you got to think about the fringe benefits, Christian.
I feel like the water filters have brainwashed you, Penny.
No, they didn't. They're good water filters.
Okay.
I feel like you guys haven't even tried. You would probably really like them, and you're on the radio. I have a few. I could email you guys a couple advertising things if you wanted to.
No.
Drop something.
Penny,
Us to
yeah.
advertise?
Everybody else might not be into it, and it's kind of illegal to do that, but I'm in. So
No.
send that to the station.
No.
But let's
Do
get back
not,
to the
Penny.
second date here. We'll talk about our money-making opportunity behind the scenes. We need to talk about your date with Christian. Christian, would you like to go out on a second date with Penny? We will pay for it.
I absolutely no. I don't want to go on a second date. I don't want to be scammed anymore. And I don't think you guys realize what's happening here on the radio because you're being scammed too.
Okay.
Jubal,
Yeah, Jubal is allowed to be scammed. I feel like it's fine.
Yeah, whatever. You guys say that until I'm in Ibiza hanging out
With that water
with
filter
Penny.
money.
Yeah, exactly. With a boat named Filter.
Yeah.
Look, I know you guys are all joking and making fun of me, but I'm not kidding. Like, you could make enough money to buy a boat if you were good at selling.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
dang.
You got that boat money.
I know, Penny. That's why I'm in. We're good.
Oh, God.
I think you're pulling my leg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would never do that to anybody. But Christian,
You don't ruin a good business opportunity when
Yeah,
it knocks
no.
on your door.
Christian, are you sure you won't go on another date?
Absolutely not.
Even if she didn't bring up the water filter stuff, like you liked her.
Yeah, all that aside.
I don't know if I can not bring it up. It's a part of my life.
All right. Well, I
wow.
stand wrong.
Well, I'm sorry the second date didn't work out for you, Penny. And Christian, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, and you have fun struggling with those conventional water filters, the ones that burst into flames. You try to use them.
Ooh, you're good already.
Yeah, see?
Can I privately send you the link to these? Because they're really good.
Dude, send it along, Penny.
Oh my God.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Got a text in at 78592 says, I don't know what to think about that second date update, but I do know that I'm going to be rich now. Thank you. So, if you missed today's second date update, Penny wanted to call this dude named Christian. They actually knew each other in middle school, and she saw him at a fair. They decided to actually go out after they reconnected. But the reason he wasn't calling back was because during her date, she ran into a friend who she works with. They work in the same field. They do like a pyramid scheme type thing for water filters.
Yeah.
And they spent like 15 minutes pitching him on why he should sell these water filters, and he thought that he'd been scammed and set up by her to go out on this date just so that she could try to sell him some water filters.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It just dawned on me.
What?
Did she just do the whole second date update so she could pitch us the same thing?
Whoa.
Did we get scammed?
Maybe you guys got scammed, but I'm still investing in this, okay? So, yeah, you guys lost out because you don't want to believe her, but I am going to retire pretty soon.
We did get a couple texts, and they're like, what are the water filters called? Like,
Totally.
this could honestly be a scam.
And what if she never wanted to date with the guy to begin with?
Oh, my God.
What if
my
the
mind's
whole thing
blown.
from the very beginning? What if she never even knew him from junior high?
Well, then she's a genius marketer, and good job.
Yeah.
Hopefully we move some water filters for you.